Hi, I'm Wayward, and this is Command & Conquer Remastered. Got another 1 versus 1 for you today, this time on Tournament Desert between AOD Gaming, who has just come like all the way across the map um, as our yellow GDI, and as our blue nod, the frightening player Burn15. I'm really excited to see what these guys do. So AOD Gaming, you see he went a way far distance across the map to, I think, this more defensible position off in the corner. Of course, Tournament Desert is a really, really hard map for GDI because it's so open and it makes it very, very difficult to defend anything in your base. And potentially the cliffs here plus the edge of the map might make it a little easier for AOD to protect himself. Already, AOD on 2 refineries, and our Nod player actually on 3. AOD Gaming with some great scouting, some great map vision. Burn15 not doing that, actually, not scouting at all yet. That's surprising. Well, maybe not, because I think he's probably just waiting for his airstrip to be able to scout with the buggies. Really good defensive perimeters here from AOD Gaming. A lot of good vision. Of course, very important because he's got to see everything coming from the maximum possible distance. Given that Burn15 has not produced anything in a while, I think the airstrip is probably coming out very soon, and there it is. Good call, Wayward. Patting myself on the back for that brilliant insight. There we go, our first war factory up for AOD Gaming. And let's see, it looks like Burn15 actually extending over here to try to get access to this Tiberium field. That may be actually kind of bad news for our GDI player. That's kind of putting everything over on this side of the map. A little bit of buggy harass, soon to be a lot more coming out, obviously. Have our second barracks out, the first medium tank. AOD Gaming getting kind of low on resources. There's that 4th refinery. So Burn15 is doing great in terms of refineries, definitely ahead of AOD Gaming at this point. Actually, I say that, but there's the 4th refinery for AOD Gaming as well. So AOD looking pretty comfortable right now. I imagine he's going to try to get a second war factory to try to protect that vehicle production. Interested to see what Burn15 is doing with all these minigunners. AOD does see enough of what's going on to know to defend himself. This tank coming over presumably to crush these infantry. But Burn15 doing some decent splits. Meanwhile, attacking from 2 directions. That's pretty evil. Let's see. I imagine these bikes are going to try to... No, I was going to say try to snipe the ConYard, but not yet. Looks like they may be trying to pick on the harvesters. There are some tanks up here, but a bit out of position while we've got tanks going down over here. A little bit of a miss micro. I don't think there's enough tanks to stop this, and the infantry come in. This is brutal. This is really, really, really brutal. Minigunners absolutely eating that refinery. Does not even get sold off. That is pretty horrible. While that's going on, we do have a bit of downtime over here, but this is looking pretty bad for AOD. There we go. I got some additional stuff. Nice crush there. But this is not going great for our GDI player. Actually, Burn15 selling off his ConYard, trying to close this out. He seems pretty confident. Of course, that is a metric crap ton of bikes. Now, Grenadiers will trade this fairly effectively. Actually, that was a pretty bad loss for AOD there as well, losing another harvester. AOD now selling off his own ConYard to try to keep up. There are 2 war factories, so this is possibly recoverable if AOD doesn't lose anything else. AOD is in, I don't know, a precarious situation. Not as bad as it could be, trying to do his own harass. That Harvester actually is going to go down. So now Burn15 is himself on a bit of the back foot. I want to see if this engineer does anything. I would love to see AOD capture something with this engineer, especially if it's a refinery or something. Engineer holding back for now, though. AOD with his own two-pronged attack. Looks like he's trying to do some more Harvester harass. Makes sense. That is something that Burn15 is known for. And AOD putting that same pressure back on the... Oh, no. Is that the engineer? Nicely done, Burn15. A bit of a shame because I really wanted to see the engineer steal something. But so AOD is struggling to keep up any kind of production. If this doesn't go really well for him, he's going to be in a horrible position. And actually, it looks like it has not gone well for AOD, which is sad. I was hoping to see that go a little better. Nice sell-off there from Burn15, preserving that economy. Oh my gosh, I completely missed this. This Grenadier attack over there in the middle did a considerable amount of damage, and I think kept AOD in the game a little bit. The tanks being targeted down. They don't trade as well against the bikes as I would hope, as I would like to see. I think it's about 3-to-1. A medium tank can take out about 3 bikes, which again I think you want to see a little bit more than that. I think one of these could be sold off, and I am absolutely sure. Yeah, Burn15 is going to go up here and harass this Harvester, and I don't think AOD is going to be able to get up there in time to save it being blocked from entering the refinery. They're just going to know. I was going to say is they're just going to wait for the refinery to release the Harvester, but I don't think they're going to need to. This refinery is going to go down with the Harvester inside. That is not great for AOD. I think the ×2 speed just kicked in, so we'll just skip it back slightly to watch this brutal moment yet again. Both players, though, are pretty drained, which of course does favor Nod, like most things, because the bikes are cheap and you can get a lot of them. And it's just a ton of bikes, and I'm not entirely sure what Burn15 or what AOD Gaming is going to do about this. Potentially another Harvester, and AOD cannot afford to lose this Harvester. Yeah, wisely pulling it back. Grenadiers actually trade fairly well against bikes, but not that well because they kill them relatively. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here with the attacking of the neutral buildings. Burn15 switching over to the artillery, which is another one of his favorite transitions because the bikes are good against vehicles and the artillery are AoE, so they'll crush infantry. Now, that being said, AOD does have the ability to produce medium tanks, which will be pretty good against those artillery, but honestly, at this point, if Burn15 wins, which it seems like he's ahead at this point, really this should just be sold. There's only the 2 Harvesters that are going off the 1 refinery. This is another problem for maybe that's why he didn't sell it, so he can move his Harvesters up here. Because this is all of the income AOD is able to get right now. Nice attack here from AOD, putting a little bit of pressure on Burn15, trying to distract him a little bit. Seems to be working fairly well. I am not going to miss that fight, don't worry. We actually have 3 medium tanks against these bikes, so that's not a bad trade. A little bit of micro trying to keep that tank alive actually does work for now. I think this tank will die, but no, he managed to keep it alive barely. That is good for poor AOD. Both players very, very low on resources. Burn15 continuing to try to harass these harvesters. It will pay off in the long run, but for now, AOD is able to just keep these units alive. I just don't see... There's not enough. Oh, no. War factory getting dangerously low. I think it's going... No? Maybe? Oh my god, it's still alive for now. AOD somehow manages to preserve his war factory. I think this tank may just about kill it, though. Oh, jeez. Yeah, AOD doing his best to keep those tank numbers up, down to 1 barracks. The war factory is holding on by a sliver of health. Let's see. Yeah, Burn15 does have 3. So slightly better than the harvesting situation. Yeah, this army size is getting pretty large. There's the transition that AOD is trying to make with those harvesters to the north refinery. Actually, just losing this refinery could lose AOD the game, because he's just going to have no way to produce income if this goes down. And yeah, not even getting a sell-off on that, maybe a partial sell-off. The war factory can be saved if AOD reacts quickly enough. I don't think it's... No? No? Oh, no! That pretty much is going to lose it for AOD, I think. Oh, that's brutal. Still a great match. AOD, yeah, sold off everything. So at the end, let me just recap by saying this is a bad map for GDI. Burn15 is a brutal player, and Nod also, I think, from my perspective, has an advantage against GDI. So all that being said, I think AOD did remarkably well, in spite of all of those setbacks. And I thought it was a nice, tense, interesting match. Definitely disappointing to see the expected outcome yet again. You know, you see GDI versus Nod, you pretty much know what's probably going to happen. But I thought AOD put up a really good fight in this case. And yeah, barring some sort of, you know, balance fixes, I'm not sure. Or, you know, Burn15 just not playing well, making some crucial mistakes. I'm not sure what other outcome we could expect. But, you know, I don't know. I like Command & Conquer Remastered. I find it enjoyable, even when I get just the kind of same outcome I was expecting. This has been Wayward, and this has been Command & Conquer Remastered. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.